Okay, that's good. Hi guys. Okay. Yep. Let's see. So yes, today we are literally looking at the it's hard sometimes. We're looking at Python automation actually. That's one of the things we are looking at. Today is Sunday. Yeah, so it's Sunday Tech. So mostly we are exploring one of the very popular library, which is called PyAutoGUI. Yeah, it's a very popular library for Python that helps you to do automation. And I want to do something. Here. So I will actually, yeah, let's do that. So I'll go to TikTok. I'll go to my live. Actually, we can go to any live here. That's another good thing. So we can join any live, and the good thing of Python, this library, you can do a lot of automation using mouse and keyboard. So the computer can act as if it's you doing the thing. And some of this basic automation, they don't need you to do much, but you can do also complex automation. So I'm trying to think. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see. One of the common automation that has been built around this application is TikTok likes. So you can automate the likes. It can be able to like or subscribe direct to YouTube. But also, if you want to, that's another part. If you want to implement it on your live, so you have these other people come in your live and be able to like your live, to get more likes. These are kind of things you can use. It's one of the good one, I think. Yeah, it's automation, and you need to use automation when you think you want them. It's all about knowing what you can use and what is necessary. The best part I think about this is the control you get. You get a lot of control. You get a lot of steps that you can set together, and you make it do exactly what you want. Yeah, I love that part. And the funny thing is, I came across it very recently, and I was really happy to know the potential that it gives you. So if you're a programmer and you have if you're any basic Python developer, you can build a very good automation using this library. You don't need to have much knowledge about anything. You just need to know the basic Python. Yeah, you just need that. If you know that, you can be able to build this cool automation that will make you money easily. Let's take example. Example number one is people when they do lives, They want some people who are coming with vibes, who are going to like their lives and the like. So think if you offer that as a service. Actually, somebody can hire me to like their live today. Let's try that. So what I will do, I will come to your live and I will like, you tell me the number of likes that you want me to do, and I will stay there until I finish my likes. That's easy way, right? How do you think about that? And this is for knowledge purpose, education purpose only. So yeah. Think of that. You want someone to come in you want some, or you are doing the research of specific YouTube channel, and then you think, okay, I need to like this number of channel, or I need to follow 20 channels. It's a lot of channels that you can follow. Then why can't you build automation for that? And this library can do that, can help you to simplify that task easily without much stress. Yeah. It's one of the good, it's the best library that if you're a developer and in 2025, you should know it. You should be able to use it. Yeah. Yeah, you should be able to use it because it makes life easier. It makes life easier, very easier. Very easier. Okay, let's see. Good. So you can ask like why how does it work? So the automation, the Pi Auto GUI works like as if you are the one doing the work. So instead of you doing the work, it emulates you and do exactly what you could be doing. Yeah, that's the good thing about this library. Exactly what you could do, it will do it as long as you put your script well. And one of the parts that I loved most, because I'm still exploring it deeply, but one of it is when you can take images of what you want to target and then tell it to go for that. Yeah, and let's see how old this is. It has been there for a while. Yeah, it has been there for really longer. So you want somebody to come in your live and like. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that for you. How many likes do you want, and how much are you ready to pay for that? Because if you don't want to build your own automation, then you're going to pay for that. It's the service, right? Do you think you can pay for that service? And also on YouTube, yeah, YouTube also goes with I think so. YouTube goes with likes also. But I think on TikTok it's more easier for likes because you get, I think they contribute something when you get more likes. They make it an algorithm to send more people to your video. Yeah, so it's a good thing. All right. So I'm on YouTube actually, so I'm doing some of the testing here. Yeah, I'm doing some of the testing here. So if you're on YouTube, I hope you can see properly, but yeah, if you can't see, that is good. Let me verify that. Yeah, so if you can see, I'm doing some of the testing here. So if you're on YouTube, I hope you can see properly. This is a very simple basic use case. So what we are going to do on the, if you are on YouTube, you can see we're going to tell it to automate a very simple action. So we have identified a patch that this is a very simple basic use case. We're using cursor so that it can be able to go to cursor. If you are writing certain information in search, we're going to tell it to automate, but we can tell it to do a number of things. You can tell it to double click, you can tell it to single click, you can identify, right click. This is a very simple. You can tell it to do a lot of things so that it can be able to go to cursor. Let's try with that. Let's start with that because that's going to tell it to automate, but we can tell it to do a number of things. You can tell it to double click, you can tell single click, you can identify, right click. This is a very simple. You can tell it to do a lot of things so that it can be. Let's try with that. Let's start with that because that's going to tell it to automate, but we can tell it to do a number of things. You can tell it to double click, you can tell single click, you can identify, right click. This is a very simple. You can tell it to do a lot of things so that it can be. Let's try with that. Let's start with that because that's going to tell it to automate, but we can tell it to do a number of things. You can tell it to double click, you can single click, you can identify, right click. This is a very simple. You can tell it to do a lot of things so that it can be. Let's try with that. Let's start with that because that's going to tell. So as you can see, it's taking the cursor to the chat, it's pasting the text and it's sent to very basic, very straight. But we're going to look at a number of other optional tasks that you can do with that. If you're on TikTok, you can join us on YouTube. Cursor to the I'm using chat, it's pasting the text, and YouTube I use Gakwaya. So yeah, very basic, very straight. But we're going to look at a number of other optional tasks that you can do with that very straight. If you're on TikTok, you can join us on YouTube. Cursor to the group. I'm using chat, it's pasting the text, and YouTube I use Gakwaya. So yeah, very basic, very straight. But we're going to look at a number of other optional tasks that you can do with that very straight. If you're on TikTok, you can join us. Yeah, you can join us from there and you'll be able to see what exactly we are doing from the point of view, because that's easy way to see if you are interested. But we're going to look at a number of optional tasks. So this as a basic part of it, but let's look some other examples. Yeah, you can join us from there because we have a number of what exactly we are doing. Just to understand and we see how this library works. It's one of this as one of the part of it, but let's look some other examples. Yeah, you can join us from there. So you can get the size. Let's look at the basic key things. So let's get the basics out of the way. I'll go back to basics. It's alright. It's one of this as one of the part of it, but let's look some other examples. Yeah, you can join us from there. So you can get the size. Let's look at the basic key things. So let's go to see the basics and see what I will do. Go back to there. We're going to add up on they should bring the let's look some other. Yeah, you can join us from there. So you can get the size. Let's look at the basic key things. So if you want to see the basics and does it help? I will just go back to there. Or you want to set a code. They should bring the let's look some other. Yeah, you can join us from there. So So you can get the size. Let's look at the basic things. So if you're on TikTok, two thing we can do. Let's learn interactive. I think that will be easy to see the basics. Let's learn the Python interactive. If you want to follow along, you can just open your coding space and install the library. Is called. So if you're on TikTok, two thing we can do. Let's learn interactive. I think that will use this the basic install. Let's learn the Python interactive. If you want to follow along, we are using. You can just open your coding space and install. So if you install that, you'll be able to do a lot of things. So I'm turning to interactive so that we can be able to test first all the basic key areas of this library. And number one is to get the screen width and height, because those are very, very basic. So if you install that, you'll be able to do a lot of. So there is a library called, there is a function called size, but you need to import first the library itself. So areas of this library. And number one is to get the screen width and height. So if we didn't get an error, then you are good to go. Yeah, there so there is a library called, there is a function called, so mine is working, so I can go now to test library itself to get the sizes. We can go with two ways. We can go with variable. I love variables because variable gives you the chance to then you keep the thing for the future and you so try them. So mine is working, so I can go now to get the sizes. We can go with two ways. We can go with variable. I love variables because variable gives you the chance to then you keep the thing for the future and you so try them. So mine is this we expect it to give us width and height, and we can say print. We can go with two ways. We can go with variable. I love variables because variable gives you the chance to then you keep the thing for the future and the screen that I'm using. And one thing that you need to know is I was trying to use it on the remote and it was not happy with that because the remote. I love variables because variable gives you the chance to then you when it does the remote UI, there's a number of things that it doesn't carry. And one thing that you need to know is I was trying to use it on the remote UI. When I'm saying about remote UI, I'm referring when you are using SSH, especially I was using VS Code server to run this on my browser, and then it doesn't. And one thing that library, there was a lot of number of things that were not accessible. So when I'm saying about with my experience so far, it's ideal to use it to especially I was using VS Code server to do more run this on my browser and then remotely. I haven't spent that time. There was a lot of number of things that were not accessible. So we can also get where the position the mouse is currently so far is on, and that is easy by getting the function called position. So why I like this, it's so straight. It's so straight. So if we say X, Y equals, so we can also get where the position the mouse is currently so far is on, and that is easy by getting the function called position. So why I like this, it's so straight. I can do this creating variable, but for y. So we can also get where the position the mouse is currently so far is on. So you can get them separately, but you also can get them matched together. Because if you do, if I do print, I can do this creating variable, but for y. So we can also get where the position the mouse is currently as a function. So you can get them separately, but you also can get them. This is necessary to know because sometimes you will need to do different actions to go to a certain point. So it depends on what exactly you are doing. But knowing that you can get the separate, so you can get them separate coordinates or separate. This is necessary values. It's a very key thing. So we have seen the size. You can get the size, so you get width and height of the screen that you're using. You can get position of the current, knowing that you can get the separate cursor, separate where it is positioned on the X and Y, but also you can move your cursor. So we have seen the size, point A to point B, and height of the screen. So wherever it is, when you say move to, that's another function that will move the cursor to a point that you are mentioning. So let's see how it on the X and Y. So let's, if I say cursor, so out, point A to point B. So wherever it is, when you say move, and I say maybe 100, point that you are mentioning. So let's 150. Now that's where it becomes, so if you know the pixels of your screen, so you know it could be going in this direction or this area. So by saying that I move, and I say maybe 100 to 150, I'm sending it specifically to a specific time, and it's going fast. So now pixels of your screen, so you know you can repeat this function. You see where my cursor is. So if I press, by saying that to jump to 100, 100 is almost at the corner on your left side. 100 is located to a specific time, and the more you go, so now wide, the more you go, bigger number where my cursor is side, the more you go, if I press bigger number you go down. 100 is almost at the corner on your, so if I'll do that, it will jump. Now it's here, but the good thing, you can set specific, you can tell it how long should it take to move from point A to point B, which is the good thing, because that gives the user, or gives someone who is using that to see exactly what is happening. I can say 3 here, but the good thing, and if I put 3, that will tell it to move to that point. Remember, my cursor is here on some point, because that let me tell you. So I'm positioning it here. If you can see on the screen, if you are coming in, you can follow the 3 here. You can follow, and if I put 3, that will tell it YouTube will be able to see. Remember, my cursor is here on some point. So if we read, okay, I will use it. So I'm positioning it here. If you can see on the screen, if you are coming in, exactly where it is, and then we can send it. And if I put 3, that will tell it YouTube will be able to see. So yeah, here it is. It's somewhere on somewhere downside on the right side. If you are coming in, do that, we get it at 1, X is 1311 and the Y is, so yeah, 1000 somewhere. So we want to send it to the 100 and 150. How we do that? Right side. We can do that by going back to move to, but now we are specifying how long should it take from where it is now where we want to go. So we want to send it to where it is now to where we want to go. We can. What am I playing? Is there music here? Yeah. Definitely. That was bad. So with that in mind, with that in mind, where I'm sending it from one point to another, if you want to follow, you want to see what I'm doing, just go to YouTube, find Gakwaya or our channel. I have to share that on my TikTok because I do this a lot. Yeah, if you search Gakwaya, or you can go to Gaxray. At Gaxray, you'll be able to get us direct on YouTube. Yeah. So youtube.com/@Gaxray. You'll be able to see what we are talking about. To not be a story now, you'll be able to see exactly. So yeah, back to our code. So if we go back to our code, now I have it somewhere around 1311 on X and 1022 on Y. I can send it to 100 and 150. That means it goes a little bit high on the on the left side of the screen. So if we push that, we'll see it moving. So it will be depending on how you want to make it smooth and how soft you want to do it. But we are going to go for the complex one as we go. Yeah, so another thing that you can do, there's a lot of things you can do, but another thing that you can do apart from moving is clicking. So you can tell it, you can make this library can help you to click on things, and that's where the automation become really interesting, because now you can do some action. You can even write using the same library, and you can observe a lot of other things using the same library. So if we want to click, we need to just say click, and we can say move mouse to X and Y coordinate and click. So how does that work is when you specify specific point, or you can specify specific screenshots. So there is a specific image you have specified, and it's okay, can you click on this? And then it will do that. So let's start with simple click. Pi auto go dot, I think I can do that, right? Yeah. So let me push it, let me put it here, and let me run that. So if you are observing, you have seen that that was not expanded. By pressing enter, it managed to expand it, and click on that. If you are not seeing anything here, please join my YouTube. You can be able to see on Gax Ray on YouTube. Gax Ray on YouTube, you'll be able to see what I'm talking about and be able to follow exactly what we are doing. We are talking about the library, the automation library that makes easy to do a lot of things. And we are going to test one of the cool feature, one of the coolest automation that we're going to do together right here. All right, so number of things that you can do. We said we can point to a specific, so remember you can move to, but instead of you moving to, you can say click with coordinates. So when you specify X and Y, it will have to move to that X and Y, and then once it reaches there, it will click. So let's do that too. Let's push that, because this is all about basic Pi auto GUI. Yeah. And this will say, okay, where we can go to, okay, can go to where? We'll put random. So it will go anywhere. If it will go to 100, and if that 100 meters clickable thing, it will click. If that works, it will show what it is. But if the clickable, if the thing is not clickable, then we will not see any effect. So yeah, remember that. So we're good. Yeah, nice. That was so fast. Good. So we need to get a specific coordinate, but apart from that, yeah, clickable, move to and click, it's working magically. The part that I like most is the screenshot. So you have a specific screenshot that you want it to go to and click. Actually, that's what we did on the first thing, but we used almost two function, but you can use only one, almost three. So yeah, I will go with that. Let me get this image. All right, this is good. Yeah, if you're coming in, we are looking at Pi auto GUI, It's a very good library for automation, and you can use it. Can we take a screenshot? Yeah, we can do that. Can we? Let's target edit. Yeah, and you will see some error so that we can know some of the thing. We'll keep that in mind, because when you don't see the common errors, you miss the point, and that's not a good idea. Good, so we have our screenshot, and I will rename this to edit, and I need to move this to desktop, and I'll come back here. I'll say by out GUI dot quick edit the png. Oh no, this is not on screen. We'll do that. Let's get some errors a little bit. Yep, this is the file missing. So the file could not be found. They are checking the file where the main folder is, which is different from on screen. So we'll go to the folder. So I'll move my image to the same place that is my edit image. I move it here. It's next there. Do I have that? All right, so we need to import that. Why? Okay. So import pi auto GUI, and then we can call that the last one. We are getting image issue, image not found. That's good. Because this is one of the main issue most people are facing. It's looking at the image, locate on screen, and that means, yep, I love that. Yep, so that is good. Great, so with that you are good to go. With that you are good to go. So this combining every feature is combined. Locate on screen, then move to, then boom, because those are the steps that you need to go through. Those are the key steps that you need to go through when you want to use an image. You need to, I'll show you example here for this chart to happen, which is here. No, not this one. So for this to click on the chart, which I can write anything here and I will send it to do that exactly. It has to get exactly the image, locate where that image is on the screen. So it sees the whole screen and then, okay, where exactly can this meet? And it has this percentage. So there is number of these things has to take place. Located center on screen, this find the image where probability of the image you have shared is shown on the screen, and then from that we get coordinates, and from that coordinates we get, which is x and y, we move to that particular point. Remember, we are getting center. You can locate on screen and you can locate center on screen. They are two different things. And then you can do the click. So yeah, we'll do that for this only. We have done that already. So we'll pass that. We'll go back to our Python interactive for the next part of it. So yeah, so we can we can test another one, like move. It's also doing the same thing. So py import py auto GUI, and then we can say py auto GUI dot move. So let's keep it here, and then we say, okay, move from, let's move 400 pixels to the right of the current position. So how are we going to do that? We're going to say maybe 400, and because we are moving that direction, we are going to have 0 this other side, so it will go only one direction. All right, so it will go only one direction. Yeah, so you remember it was somewhere here and it moved 400 to here. We can try that again if it's gonna be smooth. So you can see where the cursor is now. When we press enter, the cursor has been moved to that. I like to test if that will go with it along. And when you put the timer, then it will slide slowly. So you see every changes of location, which is good, changes of position. So if it moves from one point to another, for me, I think if it's all about visual, I think adding that duration is good. And it's ideal. I don't know. It's up to you. You are in charge, right? At the end of the day, you are in charge. Yeah. Because it comes with a very good animation to make the user feel like, okay, this thing is moving. As you can see, if I'm moving it, I can see that I'm moving it. So why shouldn't it show the same when it is some automation happening? Yeah. All right. So yeah, that's done. Then we can go to the next part on the basics, which is double click. So we can tell it to double click. We can add some more argument on the button, on the functions. Because if you are following on your YouTube, you can see here I opened the source code of the function move to. We have X, we have Y, and we have the duration, and we have the twin, the animation thing, and the number of things that you can pass, number of arguments that you can pass. Some of them they have already, they have specific number, and remember we pass this and we specify the duration. How long should it take to move from the point where it is to the point where we want it to move? All right, good. Thank you for the like, guys, on TikTok. Thank you very much for the likes. That is very, very good. We really appreciate. We really appreciate for that. Great. missing in the frame. All right, so I'm looking at a lot of things, so sometime I'll be out of the frame. I'm sure you will understand, because the main part is what we are talking about, not me being in the frame. So yeah, there's a number of things you can do with these functions, and you can do scrolling a lot, but we are going to look most of these basic right now, so there's no worry. Let's keep testing this function, because I'm sure you can build something very powerful, and I trust you. So we'll see. Let's try double click and see what it does. You need to be specifying exactly. That's the best way to go with that, because otherwise you'll not see. Right is good one, because that will really help you to import the data into wherever you want to import. And I gave you the example, the initial example here. We have this is doing the same thing after clicking. So when you click here, you get a chance, you get the focused text editor is getting focused on, and that means you are able now to input the text into that text field. So you click on it, then you write, all the content you have will be written on that text editor text field, and because it's now focused on. And then you have the press, which is key thing like enter and the like. And then you're activating, or you are pushing submit if it was a form. All right. Yeah, so good, yeah. And the place also gives you access to all the keys, so you can choose what key you want to place. You want to press escape, you want to press A, you want to press B. You can also even do the shift keys. You can hold shift key, and then automation is sweet, man. Let's keep trying. I think that will be easy than saying much. Okay. All right, where I will put it here, I'm putting there. Double click will not work for that. Will that help in the screen? No. Now I'm trying to see where I can locate. I can put auto GUI dot. So we have seen moves. Let's see, double click, and we can go with the. I'm trying to see. Let's go with this image. Single click is enough, but yeah, let's see what will happen there. So it's just open the image. It's almost the same thing like double, especially in the environment I'm in, but you can use double click. Maybe you are in Windows, you want to open a folder, you want to open a specific application, so it can navigate to those things that need double click. Yeah, so it's all about that. And let's see the right in real by. So I'll go back to my basic. Okay, you see, okay, let's go with that. My basic is there. All right. By auto GUI. I'll do click. Why am I doing click? I wanna focus. Okay, so I'll do click and I'll do 400, 400, and then let's see. Yeah, so 400 is coming in here. It was somewhere, so it's getting focused. So if this was a script, it was going to do much, but yeah. So I have done past that. I can do right after that. So pi out of GUI dot write. All right, so that will make me able to write whatever message I want to write there. And this function comes with a number of things. So I will take you back to the function itself, because that's the best part of this, which is, it's beautiful. Most you can pass on a message, because as you can see here, these other functions have default value, so you can ignore them. But if you want to change the interval, you can put the interval so that you can see this function. You see the name of the function is called type write. So it means that it will show an effect as if you are typing. So yeah, let's do that. Let's go back to our basic. Let's do to our basic. Okay. Now I wish I could use a script, but yeah, we'll do that. Hello world. And if we do that only, it will be tricky because I have to do focus twice, which is crazy. But yeah, that would be interesting. You cannot see it because there's no place that was selected. But yeah, let's use the script. So we are going to, I'm going to do with this. So I will say import pi out of GUI, and then after that I will say, yes, I will say pi out of GUI dot creek, and I'll go 400. So I'll create a file that we are going to write hello world. And after going that, I will say, after clicking, then I get the full context, I get the focus, and then from there I can say pi out of GUI dot write. Right. Hello world. So with this, I'm getting, if I run this script, we'll find 400 and then we'll do that. But I will need to press enter so that I can be able to write whatever I'm going to write after one line. Yeah, so wherever I will end up, I need to make sure that is one line after. We'll see. Allow this out of GUI dot place. Yeah. So what am I going to be doing here? I'm going to move to 400, wherever it's going to end up. And when I'm in 400, I will click. After clicking, I will press enter. After pressing enter, I will write. And the writing will be quick. It's not, I'm not going to use to show the typing. We are going to try another one where we can do the typing. And this is interesting because that's where now you can, okay, let's wait for the future. We shouldn't talk about the future while we are not there. We're not there yet. So yeah, let's create one new file. So we have that. This is called basics. Okay. So I'll come back here. I'll say Python basics.py. So as you can see here, it pressed enter, it was at number 1, and then it went number 2, it wrote hello world. But what if we want to use we want to see the animation of typing, because that also is cool, right? So we can use quarter-second pause so that we can see between each key, and we can feel the real typing. I think that, yeah, that has been tested a lot and it seems to be working well. So we are going to have a little bit longer text here. We can say, I'll copy it somewhere. Yeah, for the sake of this, I'll copy. It's a paragraph actually. I don't know why I need paragraph. It's too long, for example. So we'll get one sentence. Okay, we get one sentence. So we're going to use this sentence here. And we are going to call now the interval. The interval is going to be 0.25. All right. So we can create our new document here. No, I'm not saving anything. And we can go back to our running of the script. So as you can see now, it's totally typing, and I distracted it, but yeah, but it's still typing. So it's so naturally like, okay, somebody is typing here. And with that, I don't know, you can do a lot with this capability that you are going to be typing. With that experience, if the app was denying some people to use maybe some automation, but you have created this kind of feel. It feels like, okay, this is not automation. This someone was actually using this app. So yeah, it's all about what you want to do. But the typing, the interval works so well that it feels natural. And you can also do this to auto log into your account. Maybe you want to do some of the auto check every time, and maybe you don't have the API, but you have the account, so you can give. And the good thing, these are not sent anywhere, they are within your computer, so you can tell the system to open at a certain time, open a certain web browser, go to a specific browser, find this specific input area and push the data and log in. And maybe if it's done, it should take screenshot and send a screenshot over to your phone. And that is done automatically. You are not using the computer, but you have taught some machine how to use your computer on your behalf. Especially those people who want you to, like, okay, just show that you are around. You just need to show that you are doing something. Then you can do a lot. You can be able to write a lot, doing a lot. Yeah. If you're just coming in and you want to see what exactly I'm talking about, you can check on my YouTube. It's on the Gaxray, Gaxrey. Yeah, you'll be able to see exactly what I'm talking about, because it's going live there. Only here I'm just showing only the face. And if I'm not visible in the frame, please remind me on YouTube, mostly because I'm going out of frame, because it's interesting when you're typing code. You feel like, okay, let me focus. When you're focusing, you're going out of the frame, and when you're going out of frame, thank you for the gift, guys. You guys are amazing. TikTok family is so good at the gift. I really appreciate. You can ask any question if you have. Let's go back to our basics. So we managed to use three things. So we combined three things. Let's go together. We combined Creek. Creek is to get the focus. you need to type something, you need to get the focus of that editable area. You need to get the focus. You need to be within that editable area so that you can be able to do other stuff. So after that, we pressed enter to get a new line so that whatever you're going to write is going to be at a new line. And then when we got a new line, we started putting our data there, and we used interval to make it feels like somebody's typing that. So on my list here, also I have another function that we are going to look at, which is the next function is, okay, we have right, we have place. Let's try now the shift. So shift, we can do shift and by using hold. So you press hold and then you press left, maybe, or you are the one choosing what to do. So that will be 4 times or something, or 3 times. Okay, so let's say we're going to do the same. We're going to go, all right, so we have this, we finish writing, then we select, we can do select this particular text possibly. Yep. Yeah, we can do that. We can really do that. So I will use my interactive Python for this. Let me first run this writing thing, and then it should be here. Here we go. I don't need to write that again. Now I'm writing on the same code, which is interesting. It doesn't matter. And that's another thing. If it doesn't know where to, especially when you are using move tool, it's very, very possible that you are going to do wrong action. Why? Because you didn't specify. Like, as you can see now, is writing in the same file for basics, but we could specify where to click, maybe to say, okay, find this particular file, then click on it, and then when it click on it, it could do the rest of the thing. But I didn't do that, which I think we should do that now to avoid this chaotic issue. I'll try something quickly and then I will push it. Yeah. So yeah, that's the thing. That is the thing. When you don't specify, then you are going to get an unexpected result, and that is not a problem because you did not specify. You did not specify. But when you specify, then that's a different story. Yeah, I see. I was trying something. Good. So all right. Good. So nice. So what we can do now, we can focus on that part that we said. You need to specify specific action you want to be done, and then from there you are good to go. So let's see. We are back to interactive. I tested what I wanted to test and I'm happy. Okay, I'm happy there. So the interactive we are going to do is width. We're going to use width. Why? We're going to use hold, which is going to gives you the chance to do multiple action. And the funny thing is the place can take also array. So you can pass array of keys that you want it to be pressed. That's beautiful. That's very beautiful. All right. Done talking, let's do it. So with pi auto GUI dot hold, and we say what we are holding. We are holding shift. Okay, I hope my what am I going to do? I want to do something here. Let me get the text here quickly. Yeah. Okay. And this is expanding everything. I'm not saving this. All right, so I have my text ready here. So I will be targeting that, but I'll need focus, because shift will not do, some of this key will not give you the focus. So you need to remember that. Some of the key will give you the action that you are expecting, but not the focus that you want. So the best way to go with this, I will go back to my script, because that's where I can get the focus, and then from there I can do the magic. So I'll comment on that. I'll also comment on that. I'll remain with only move and then click. All right. So why am I doing that? I want to get the focus, and then I want to use the shift to do exactly what I want. All right. Good. So let's do that. So with pi auto GUI hold, I'll do shift. Now I do pi auto GUI press, and here I'll pass an array, the array of keys. Thank you very much, guys, for like and for the hearting. Yeah, so I'll pass the array of keys, and it can be anything. So maybe you want to write, you can pass that, or maybe you want to do action. I'm thinking of selecting, that's what I'm thinking of. So I'll use the key left. So if I use the key right, I'll use the right one. So right, you can say another key. So we are going right again. I don't know, many keys there. Ooh, I don't need your help. Right. I think this right are enough, because now I'm starting to give different right. Okay. So I'm choosing shift, and then I'm pressing right. So keys going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. While shift is on hold, means that it will be doing some selection. Let's try that. And I have 400. We'll see what will happen, because we are right here and we are doing it live, so it's good. We are going to learn the basics. Yeah, the basics. So let's see. Yeah, so it was very fast, but I see our cursor has been can we, let's try here, and we cannot see. We need to expand the appearance, but I think you get the idea. So you can use the keys. It works on my end, which is good. And it select, which is exactly what we want to do. But you can do as much as you want. Yeah, you can do as much as you want. Yeah, I will not stay there. I will relearn this so that you can get a picture of what is happening, and then you are good to go. 400, done. So fast. But yeah, that's the thing. So you can do it, you can be able to highlight, you can be able to select, as long as that you know what you can do. You can be able to combine these keys to get what exactly you want. And when you are done, the shift key is going to be like released. But also, what if you want to do the Control C or Control V or Control X? What can you do? Or Control A? So you can do the hotkeys where you combine these keys together and do exactly what you want. All right. Let's try one of the hotkey that I love the most, because there's some of the hotkeys that we use every day, right? I don't know about you, but yeah, some of them I use them every day. Auto GUI dot hotkey. So we're going to see C, and we're going to say X. Control All. So I'm going to do some number of hotkeys. I'm going to do Control A, and then which is going with the same. I have to click to get the context, then I have to do the select, and then I can do the list. The cut, I'm doing the cut here. Hotkey, what time is it? 23. CTRL, and we're going to do X. So what we are saying, okay, let's and cut. Just a minute, I have to jump out. So we want to select all and cut, and this is done automatically. We're not going to do anything. And this will give us the transition now to go to the one of the automation we want to make for really application. So there's a lot of real application you can do with this, but the one we want to try is really a product like, yep. You see, it's have cutted all the text, and we don't have the text anymore. You can copy, you can cut, and sometimes these also are used in a different way. So I'll just jump a little bit out for just a minute, and you guys, you hold for a minute. Yeah, please. All right. Yeah, so we are back. This is nice. This is pretty good. If you're following us on in TikTok and you want to see what exactly we are doing, everything is being shown on YouTube. So yeah, Gax Ray, that's where you can see what I'm doing and how I'm doing whatever I'm talking about. And this is one of the good tools. If you can use it, you can do it. You can build even actual product in one way or another. Yeah, trust me. I believe that there's a product like in this. So we'll see. Let's do that. So yeah, I think we have seen that the copy and cut automatically. So you can type, you can cut, you can copy, you can do a lot of other stuff. You can do a lot of things. It's just what you think you can do, and then you can do it. That's how beautiful it is. Yeah, that's how beautiful it is. And I think the last basic part, would prefer. Yeah, let's have this because this is a good one. You know, the funny thing is, the interesting things about the Pi Auto is that it will deal with the your current UI you are looking at. So what are you looking at that particular moment, or what is at the top layer of your screen? So that's a very important thing to note, that if you are on the top layer of your screen, there's something else, then all the action will be performed on that whatever is on the screen. So because of that, there is mostly of automation that many people are doing when they want to do some controlling. If it's not deep automation, they add a certain things like alert, which will display, and when the alert is displaying, alert will stop everything to happen on the screen. So it will be like, okay, hey, we are doing this. What should we do? And the funny thing is, it's so easy to add an alert, to pop up an alert with this. You just need to do basic, almost the same thing. What am I doing clear here? So we say pi auto GUI dot alert. So when you say that, you can pass. The key thing is the function. So when I think about this, I feel like, wow, why things are there, but you cannot know until you know them. Because these things are this library is so powerful. If you master it in a certain way, you can do a lot of good things. But it's also interesting that you might not even think about knowing it. Yeah, you might not, you might. So that's how crazy it can get about life. Sometimes the information is so basic, but you cannot know it. Okay, let's drag the mouse. That's going to be, oh, please, we are changing your DB. Is that okay? We are not doing anything. Don't worry about this message. This is just to show. So I'm not sure if you'll be able to see that on the YouTube because of the layer of the sharing. But yeah, let me change the layer of sharing. But there is a screen here. Yeah. Let me share this also, because I'm sharing with layers to avoid unnecessary sharing. Yeah, because sometimes you overshare and you are not sharing anymore. Okay. Is that? No, yeah, that's the same. Yeah, you know what? I will take a screenshot of that and I'll show that. I think that's will be easy. Yeah. Okay, so here we go. So this is the alert, which will show you exact, will pause everything, and this is coming from this particular message here. And the good thing about this, it's waiting. As you can see on my code base here, there's nothing which is happening. It waits for me to click that. There's two things that mostly are being used on the automation is sleep time, to allow a specific time to pass to do another action, or this one, which will allow you to change to another program. Maybe you want to go to YouTube to browser and then you activate. So when you activate on the screen, they will be able, the automation will be able to see the calendar application, right? Good. So let me go back to my and say okay, and then I'll be able to go to the next part, which is there. Good. So this is one of the two most way, but there's a lot of other ways. Yeah, there's a lot of other ways, and I love this. I love this library, and I want to explore it more because I know there's a lot of potential. So let's see. Do I have this program? Let me see. Yeah, I want to see if I have this program in my computer. Do I? Yeah, let me install it. So I'm installing a certain simple software that we can use. It is just Paint. We can be able to draw using automation. And if you are artist, you can think outside the box and do even more than just the example that we are going to look at. Okay. So, oh, what are you failing now? Yeah, so the app is loading. Let's see. But what I'm talking about, I'm trying to emphasize, is you can do more. You can even paint or draw using the automation, because it's all about what you can do with the mouse and keyboard, you can do with this without you doing it. Or you can do it once and the computer will keep doing it without you stressing anymore. So it's one of the two. It's one of the two. I'm sure I can get a paint. Don't send. I'm sure I can get a paint. I can paint within VS Code or Casa. I'm sure of that, because there's a lot of good extension. Let me search extension for painting. I'm sure there is a painting extension. I'm very positive. I see one. Let's see, because there's a lot of possibility with these days on this. So I have to do what? Okay. Yeah, I'm sure I can paint. The world has moved from limitation to possibility. So when you think it's not possible, ask again, what do you mean? that we'll need. Yeah, you see, now we have our painting in. Good, that's good. So if I choose this, I can be able to paint. Nice. And I can be able to hold that. Because remember, this can be even the web app, and it can do a lot. Yeah, you see, you can save. So good, now I can paint right here, so I don't need to stress anymore. Which means if I hold this and I tell it to move from point A to point B, it will be able to draw, because drawing is moving the cursor. Drawing is moving the cursor, but by dragging. So I can say drag from point A to point B. All right. So if I say, can you drag? Let's try it right here. Autogui that drag, and we want to drag from point A to point B, and we can say the I think I will use, how is it? Okay, we'll see. Okay, I'll go with that to that, and I'll pass the duration. Thank you for the like, guys. I really appreciate. Yeah, if you are coming in and you want to see what we are doing, you can check on my YouTube, Gaxray, Gaxray, Rey. You'll be able to see what exactly I'm talking about. So that become a little bit easier to see exactly like, what is this guy talking about? What is he talking about? So let's say, let me try this and learn that. Yeah, it's pointed, but it was not, didn't keep it on the, yeah, it didn't keep it on the, yeah, that's good. That's really good. Okay, nice. Just did one click. Why did I lose that? Okay. So we have that. We can change the program, but it should work with this program too. Because what I see here, I'm seeing it writing, clicking once, and then it move along. Let me repeat that. Let me repeat this up. All right. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. Drag has been released in a some point. So let me give it a proper function, and we'll try with a proper code, because that will be easy. So this one is to select all. Let's try to draw now. We are going to draw something which is interesting. So let's say distance equal to 300, and what we are going to do, we are going to do the loop is not equal to 0. I would not go that direction, so we have that minus, okay. Autogui drag. Should I go with drag for now? Yeah. I go there. expression, go to 0.5 for now. Then I'll minus to go a little bit better. Lower, I mean. We're going with 5. If you have seen, if a programmer, you can short form this distance equal to distance minus 5 to distance equal minus. That's another time when you want us to look at fully basic Python. Yeah. If you want us to look at that, we can look basic Python so that we see what we can do. Especially, I think mastering the basics is one of the key, because I was surprised today. I saw that now there's new position in software engineering that is called vibe coding cleaner. Yeah. So vibe coding cleaner is somebody who is good at coding and comes in when whatever has been written by AI has crashed. So if it crashed, then you cannot call a vibe coder to fix the problem that they even don't know. They have no clue. I told the AI to press the button, and I told the AI to do ABCD. So if it doesn't work, I don't know, ask the AI. But you cannot ask the AI to fix the code most of the time. So now the new position is vibe code cleaner. It's funny, but I saw how many number of profile on LinkedIn now. They are called themselves vibe code cleaner. So yeah, you never know. They said AI coding is going out, but if it's creating new position, why not? So this means that you need to be better at coding than before, because you are going to be the saver of this. Company was thinking of having one developer and one master. So you are the master, and they gave you all the money. Can you imagine that? Yeah, that's why we are learning still. So if you master the basics, because trust me, all of this app even need this complex library like the one we are using right now is built with a very basic component, very basic component. Let me see what am I thinking. Okay, I think I'm good. Yeah, very basic component, and you need to know them, and then you can be able to fix them. Because the funny thing about AI, when it comes to errors and the like, it doesn't look at the basics, it look at the complexity, and it make more code. So you find you have 6 more files with more lines of code, while they were not necessary at all. Yeah, so I have that. So move to the right, which on my new app is not working smoothly. We'll see how we fix that. Then move down, then move to the left, then move up. Let's name them, because this is moving to the right because there is 0 here. Yeah. Move to the right. If this was a dance, TikTok challenge dance, this was good. Move to the right. This is move down. I think there's no move to the down. If it's not job my love, move to the left. yeah, 0 distance, and then drop my love, move to the left, move down, move to the left, then move up. So don't worry, coding is still marketable, my dear. You are still valuable, so don't worry at all. Don't worry, be happy. Yeah, be happy, don't worry. Okay. Online paint. Okay. In case, okay, I'm just preparing this in case. Yeah, so good. You need to know as many tools available there as possible so that browser, go to browser, simple browser. So yeah, I also brought this in so that this is full website, this is full whatever. So if anything happen on the other side, we'll see. Actually, we'll start with this. We'll run the code on this and see if it can be able to paint here, and then we'll go to our yeah. I think I'm good here. I'll make the big one. Yeah, we'll keep the pen and we'll keep it there, so we can say now that's another part. When you see, if I'm going to run this file here, if I just say run basics, time to move from here to here might be interesting, but if I do that, it's going to be easy. Or otherwise, another alternative is if I put timer, so time to sleep, so that it can wait. But with this, you can do it, you can be able to do. And I'm holding a wrong thing. I'm holding, that's good. So it's clicked the eraser, and then it's now moving the eraser, which is beautiful. I have the click, yeah, I think. Yeah, I have the eraser, I have the click on the basic. So when it clicked on 400, it went direct to, oh, I see. Where is my browser now? It went direct to the, let's close this. It went direct to the wrong thing. I see now. Even this one, I think that's why it was clicking that. Okay, I see now. I see. All right. Okay, so let's remove the 400 so that it will not start doing what it's supposed not. Okay, all right, because 400 is hitting here. Let's observe this. I love this already. If you don't observe, you're always going to create unnecessary. Yep, there we go. It's creating error because it's creating within the issue. That's good. So it's trying to paint things, but with a long, now it's moving things. I love this. Now we are creating something new. That's a lot of work. That's a lot of work. This is when you are busy but doing nothing. That's what it's doing currently. So it have a lot of busy. It's good. Thank you very much for being busy for nothing. Has been busy moving things around. I'll push it to, oh, basics, where are you? I'll push it to 200 and I'll push this to 20. Yeah. And I should use my other browser. I want to try with a simple browser. Nope. Okay. Simple browser, we go. Where is this? This is somewhere here. Yep. There we go. So yeah. Let me get rid of the creek so that we don't have unnecessary interaction. So you can see now it's drawing perfectly. That is being done while I'm sitting and looking at that, which is good. The creek was just making it interesting. Let's use also our expert painting, because this one is expert painting. And I'll push it somewhere where I want. The good thing of creaking, it will follow where exactly you are. Yep. There we go. Very good. But you can do more than that. You can do more than that. And it is some changes, which means there's some of the thing that's supposed to be changed. But you have seen you can build, you can draw, you can paint as you want, and you can engage number of painting. The limit is what you think about. I think this guy is a little bit smooth. What do you think? Let me take it back to small number and see if it's going to 10. Yeah, if you're coming in and you want to see what I'm talking about, please join. Just check on the Gax Ray on YouTube. You'll be able to see what I'm showing here, so that you know, okay, we are talking about a very good application for automation. We are going to build a very interesting automation after this, but we want to make sure that first of all we cover the basics, because we are not doing this to just, we're doing this so that somebody can build something meaningful, right? I can use select and delete. All right, this is another story for another time. Okay. Do I need to hustle like that? This is struggle. All right. So let's say we want to build. No, we'll draw that again. Let's draw that small, in small size. Following 10. Yeah, with 10, I'll push it a little bit here. And there we go. And now there's more sizes between one line to another. And it's going to be, it looks like something good. It is something good. It is very something good. trust me, that's beautiful, right? And let me do another one here. Let's see how it will go. Okay, so this will go here. Yeah. So now we are making art. And let's start another one here, I think. So here I have to target this line. Yeah. Artistically there. I think that's okay. It might be far, but we'll see. I'm just doing this for, there you go. Yeah, I'm missing the line, but it's okay. I'm out just a little bit. So you can combine them, you can tell the distance, you can teach it how to combine, how to see, how to do. And you're good. Oh, yeah, now that was my fault. That was my fault. I wanted to change to move to other things, but yeah, so you can draw anything as you want. So now let's go to the real application. What is the real application? The real application is when we target specific part and maybe do some things. All right, we target a specific part and then do exactly things. Like what things we can do there? A lot. Maybe creaking, maybe opening. It's the number of actions that we can do to a thing that we are looking at. It's endless. But yeah, that's a starting point. That's a starting point. And the all right, let's do that. Let's do that. Should we do that? Yeah, we should. Why not? Why not? So let me separate this.
Why not? So let me separate
And
this.
let me mute this.
Why not? So let me separate this.
Viewing this from. Okay. Select two objects that are the same shape. This guy and this guy is the same shape. I got that. Good. So I muted my screen. So now I can share this and I'm not disturbing people who are following on YouTube. Good. So yeah, we want to bring in TikTok and see some of the thing. And the time is up. Wow. It's okay. Thank you. Time is up. But yeah, let's do this quickly. Let's do this quickly. Where is that? What is that again? Where is that again? Where is this screen? I can't find this screen. Cannot find this screen. All right. Good. So let's share the screen now. Let me find the screen that I want to share right now. Where's the screen I want to share? It's up center? No, not up center. Okay, I don't see the screen. What's the title of this page? Because I want to share the page and we can move from there. Okay, it should be easy. It should be easy and straight. Where is this page? Because my OBS is like, I will not show the page. The time is up. But now I don't want to go because I want to get to the page. Yeah. Where? Okay, watch that. Let's see. Okay, we have that. We have that. Why? I have to restart this? No, I don't want to do that. Yeah, I don't. Okay. That, no. Yeah, my page is acting up. I need to get a page that I want to share. But apart from that, let's see what another page which is quick and easy to share. I think we can get a page which will be easy to share. All right. Yeah, I think that would be easy to share. Let's see. Let's see this if it's going to be easy as we want, because we don't need to. I don't need to restart my environment for just a share of the page. I want to use whatever is there already. Yeah. Okay. I want to use what is already out there, which is not going to give me ups, and it should give me some ups and downs. It should be like that. It should be a little bit interesting, harder, but not crazy to access the page. Yep. Okay, I'm sure this one will be available. Let's see. Let's try that. Okay, there we go. There we go. Ooh. Nope. Now this is interesting. Now, where is that page? Okay. What about this? That's not. Yep. So I think that means I have to close here. Yeah, I have to end it here because it's beautiful and it's nice, but it's not taking me where I want. Especially I have to reload my OBS, and I will not do that because it means that I will be closing this. But yeah, so the main part that is remaining is to go to an actual app. Let's have this in the next show, where I will show now the actual real life example of the app that can be used. Because think of, there's a number of apps you can do. One of it is to help people to get likes on their live. So you can help some people who want likes to get the likes by joining their live and liking their live up to the point they ask, okay, can you like my live with the 5,000? And you can agree and you can do that easily. Or you can say, okay, what if you want somebody to follow number of users? So instead of him going one after another, you can list all of that and search them and follow. Yeah, we'll do that next time, but today we have seen the basics, we have seen the navigation, we have seen all the basics, most of the basics of this library. It's one of the good library. You can try it out, go out there, download it. It's called Python PyAuto GUI, PyAuto GUI. PyAuto GUI. That's the name of the library. Yes, that's the main thing. So please don't hesitate, and you can do much. You can do much on YouTube, guys. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. It's amazing to have you here. You can see everything. On TikTok, guys, you don't see a lot, but you hear me talking. It's good. I'll make sure I'll go back to my Windows, because I use Windows to do the projection. So I'll go back to my Windows computer so that you can be able to see me as I do that. So yeah, thank you very much. Until next time, let's turn to something different. But for coding, yeah, chill. Keep coding, man. There's more new opportunities. There's more new opportunities coming your way, and you can be able to join. Now you can be able to become a vibe code cleaner. I saw that title, I was shocked, and I was like, wow. So there's a lot of opportunity coming. So it's not like coding is going out, but it's going to be here. Yes, welcome Boomy. How are you? It's good to see you.
I'm fine. This is your kind of 5 hours per request.
Oh, I didn't see. I was looking at the code part, because the problem, the TikTok doesn't show what I'm doing, so it feel like this guy is not looking at us, but I do.
Of course, you're not looking at. See how many hours I requested.
Oh yeah, that was very bad, because I do care for every. And there's a lot. Yes, I see. There's also Henrietta. How are you? It's good to see you, Boomy. Tell me, you are welcome, and thank you for the gift. I see some.
Give me a gift first.
I see some gift here. That's beautiful. I'm not so familiar with the gifty thing, but I have to learn. I have to learn about this. But yeah, I don't know why I don't know this. This is bad. But thank you for the gift, right? Now let me see if I can. So do I? Okay, let me find out.
You should learn.
I should.
You know you have gifts. Just click on the. Why you give me flowers? Just one flower? Just one rose.
Okay. No, I will. I have to master this, because I'm not. When it comes to gift and the like, I'm totally empty. So yeah, that's